Hi, welcome to round 2 of the 2011 Kenyan National Cross Country Championship. We're here on the equator for what promises to be a real test of man and machine. Inclement weather in the week leading up to the event has given the organisers a lot of extra work. The competitors will have to face all variety of obstacles, from swollen rivers to rough and rocky passes, and the odd stunning views as well. Discovered that this was going to be a tough route, as top seeds Nish Lakani and Simon Sharp both found out when they missed the first river crossing. Although Simon would return to the crossing, both crews would lose a lot of time during the day. Another of the top seeds, Jim Heather Hayes, seen here catching Salim Wali Hamid, was on a mission in a Subaru-powered buggy, but he was destined to retire with suspension problems. In the bikes, round 1 winner, Shivam Vinyak, was the early pace setter, but he would take his stage maximum after running out of fuel. Andrew Pleasance experienced some navigational issues, but ended the opening leg third class. Guy Kamiria overcame this minor overshoot to end the day second in the bike category. Ted Semi might have struggled at this tricky river crossing, but he would end day 1 with a healthy overnight lead in the bike category.
Go, Ted! Go, go, go! Go, Teddy!
In the car category, Azar Anwar ended the opening leg in 3rd position, but did admit that perhaps an ex-rally car was not the ideal choice for a cross-country event. In 2nd position was another rally driver, Ben Mchemi, who would end the day less than 20 seconds ahead of Azar. And leading overnight, after focusing on navigation rather than outright speed, was Rajesh Maini, who held a 9-minute lead overnight. Problems at the crossing would cost most of the quad riders valuable time, but one or two did make it all look very easy. But for overnight leader Shazar Anwar, there were no such dramas, and he enjoyed a lead of over half an hour. In the buggies, both Mikey Hughes and Ian Duncan would make it through this river crossing, but would later fail to find an important control. This meant both drivers took stage maximums.
Go, Mikey.
So as night fell on the tired and weary crews, the leaderboard looked like this. Day 222 would see the surviving crews tackle 2 more tests in the Tugan Hills around Lake Baringo. Section 2 was 69 kilometers long, whilst the final test of the rally was 40 kilometers of rough going when navigation was critical. Day 2 began with both Simon Sharp and Nish Lakhani pushing hard to make up time. But mechanical issues for Sharp and navigational woes for Lakhani would prevent both from making pole. In the bikes, Van was on a mission, fastest on both sections, but the time lost on day 1 was just too great, and he finished the event in 6th position. Andrew Pleasance was consistently quick, but the time lost from day 1 prevented him from improving until Despite this little fall, Sean Miller enjoyed a strong ride to second. And through it all came Tej Semi, who would win the bike class by a little over 2 minutes. Pushing his quad as hard as possible, Arafat Vaini was quite literally flying and would be rewarded with 3rd in class. Vincent Bollinger was rewarded for all of his efforts with a fine 2nd place. Whilst way out in front, making it all look easy, was Shazar Anwar. Second in the buggies went to Mikey Hughes.
No!
Whilst Ian Duncan kept his head clean on day 2 to take the win. After leading debut in the bowler. Akash Dohia and Altaf Ganatra took a fine second position. Whilst not only winning the car class, but also the event overall was as Ironwar, proving that your car doesn't have to be the fastest to do well in cross country.
We had no idea we were going to be competitive or anything. We started off very slowly yesterday, and I think it's the mistakes others made more than us. We made lots of mistakes, and we were actually just a few minutes ago thinking we're not even in the top 10. We had no idea we'd won.
It was generally a good event. We had one or two problems, but we sort of overcame them during the day, and towards the end of the day it was an excellent event. It all went very safely, which is our biggest concern. There was good, tough competition. The event was eventually won in the car category by a rally car, which was very difficult for me to understand why, because I tried to make this an off-road course, but it was won by a good steady pair of hands, a very capable driver, so we're very pleased with the result. It's always tough to get an event that it's going to suit all disciplines or all classes in cross country. We're trying to find a route that's going to be suitable for bikes, for quads, and for four-wheeler, and possible for two-wheel drive vehicles as well. So trying to find a terrain that is possible, but it's going to suit all classes. We spend a lot of time out there. We start with Google Earth and look at the maps time and time again, and starts all from that point on, and we plan it and try and work out what we can put together. In fact, I would have liked a little bit more rain. Rain always adds to the challenge, as it were, and it's meant to be a challenge. But everything we put together, race, it's a challenge. I expect the competitors really put a lot of effort into it, and their preparation has got to be good. Their physical strength has got to be good. It's all got to be included. And yes, a little bit more mud would have been excellent, but yesterday was quite special, I guess. But the guys really got covered in mud, and it's part of the sport.
Well, that's it from us until the next round. Join us over the weekend of July 2nd and 3rd for more cross-country action.